Senator Eric Schmitt joins me now. Mr. Senator, how should America regain control of the Panama Canal? How should we do it?
Well, I think the first thing to keep in mind is how this all happened. Back in the late 70s when we gave the Panama Canal away for free, which was a huge mistake, the only condition, the only thing that we got out of it was that it would remain neutral. The fact of the matter, Stuart, is it's not neutral now. China controls both ends of the canal with ports that they control. They have surveillance equipment. They have effectively operational control. And if you think about that for just a minute, we have to get military aid and ships from here to there through the canal. We have about 54% of our commerce flows through that canal. China, quite simply, can't have that level of control over the canal. We didn't give it to them. We gave it to Panama. So the solution here is simple, and I've got a Senate resolution. I think the Senate should speak on this, just as the president has spoken on this, which is you need to expel all the Chinese influence. We'll work with you. We'll be your partner, but we can't simply allow communist China to control that canal.
You think that's playing hardball? That's telling a foreign government, hey, you get rid of some the Chinese influence. You're playing hardball here.
Well, we are, but we have a deal, right? It's not like we're just making this up. We signed a treaty. They got a multi-trillion-dollar asset that they make a ton of money on, and they've been making a ton of money on it for decades. The only thing we got out of it is that it wouldn't end up in the hands of our chief adversary, China. So they need to make good on their end of the bargain as well.
Okay, Trump's tariffs on Canada are set to take effect tomorrow. The tariffs may not include oil. We're not sure about that at this point. They might be excluded. However, if there is a tariff on Canadian oil, GasBuddy on this program said that gas prices will go up in the Midwest. Could you live with that? Gas prices up in parts of America because of the tariffs?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen because you got to remember the context in which this is happening, which is President Trump is committed to, ran on, and is already executing an agenda to unleash American energy. For the last 4 years, there's been a war declared on American energy production in the name of, climate alarmism. That's going to change. And so we need to be more energy dominant. We shouldn't be as reliant on other countries for our oil, including that from Canada. We have a multi-decade trade deficit now, multi-decade high trade deficit with Canada. And my guess is, the USMCA is up for a review next year, that maybe some of those provisions are now going to be on the negotiating table. And also, remember, we have an open southern border, but there are also fentanyl and dangerous folks coming across our northern border as well. So it's time for Canada, I think, to step up and help secure the border.
Senator, you were in Kash Patel's confirmation hearing. You asked about the politicization of the FBI. I'm going to show our viewers the exchange. Roll the tape, please.
Should the FBI get back to its core mission and get politics out of the FBI?
There should be no politics in the FBI, and having been a victim of the weaponization of law enforcement against me, I know what that feels like, and if I'm confirmed, I will make sure no American feels that sleight of hand ever again.
Okay, Mr. Senator, do you believe that Kash Patel will be confirmed to lead the FBI?
I do. He's got an incredible personal story. He's been a prosecutor, he's been a public defender, he's been deputy at DNI, and I think he understands, as in that testimony, what it feels like to have the weaponization of the Justice Department and the FBI turned on you. And this agency is in desperate need of reform. It's gone after Catholics. It's gone after parents who show up to school board meetings. It helps suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story. The FBI is right for reform, and I think Kash Patel is the right guy to go do that, and I think he has the votes.
Do you think Trump's going to get all of his nominees confirmed? It looks like that way at the moment.
I think so, and I think, again, the election cycle was, it was about Republican, Democrat, but it was also about disruptors versus the establishment. And he's picked a team who are going to go in and change the culture from the inside, whether it's DEI, whether it's the weaponization, you name it. Congress has a role in oversight and legislation, but these executive branch agencies also can have reform on the inside. And I think he's picked a team of reformers who can go do that.
A disrupting team as well. Senator, thanks very much for joining us. Always appreciate it.
Good to be with you.
Thank you very much, sir.